Hello, my name is Dale Wilhite. I live in Mountain Village, Colorado. If you want to find out anything about me, go to MySpace where I have a page. This concept of mine is a relatively simple one. My attempt here to pitch this idea is to make it known that there might be a way that physicians could lower their rates to what they charge their patients, and that would include dentists as well. There is a way they could do this if the states would get involved. Not the federal government, but the states. Simply put, the states need to consider buying the office space, with the extra rooms that go with it, so that physicians all across this nation, or within their states of course, can open up their own private practice. If they do not have to pay rent like they do now, then they could lower the cost of what they charge their patients. They could pass it on. Because when these physicians and dentists have to rent these office spaces out, of course they pass on the extra cost to their patients and to the insurance companies. So the states that have the money or can find the money without having to print it or borrow it and get in further in debt might want to consider buying these office spaces. And they might want to seek to even have donations, start a telethon in each state to raise money so that physicians, so that buildings or office buildings can be bought, so that physicians and dentists can open up their practice, and in return, for not having to pay rent on it, they can lower their cost that would be passed on to the patients at lower cost. It would also be passed on to the insurance companies where they would pay a lower cost. When these physicians and dentists have to pay all this rent and then all the other stuff that goes with it, like electricity bills, water bills, or whatever, it's passed on to their patients, to you and I, when we go to visit our physician. If we can eliminate their cost of rent, then they can, pass on that savings to their patients, and you and I would both benefit. It would also help the insurance companies out just a little bit. It reduces their costs. Insurance companies might be able to reduce their costs a little bit for what they charge. It's just a small idea, but it could become a big one, and it could become very, very helpful throughout this nation, and helping a lot of poor patients in particular. Anything that can lower the cost without the quality of care going down is something to be considered. It's just that simple. Making it a reality is not. But you can pitch this concept to your congressional representative, ask them to consider it, keep pitching it until they answer you, until they truly give it some thought, and they prove to you that they've given it some thought. Then maybe we can help a lot of people around this nation pretty soon. Anyhow, that's all there is to it. It's a very simple concept, and it's a very simple way to lower the cost. And of course, the states would have to make sure the physicians lower their cost if they get rent. If the office buildings they get are rent free, that includes dentists, and we're all winners. It's just that simple. We're all winners because it's a lower cost, and it might be by a few bucks, but it's a few bucks more that you have in your own pocket. Simple as that. Thank you for your time, and I hope you like the idea, and I hope you will pitch it to your congressional representative. Thank you.